The story to Family Romance came actually through a former student of my own rogue film school, which is a wild guerrilla style school, and I always told him, you're a very fine filmmaker, but you should also write. And he wrote and published an article in a magazine in the United States, but before that he said, I have stumbled across something very interesting. He speaks Rock Morin, I'm speaking of this young man, speaks Japanese, and he told me there's something extraordinary going on. Family members for rent or in solitudes, you can rent friends or for any kind of occasion. And in Japan it's extraordinarily expanding very, very quickly. And so that's how I ended up doing it. I said, this is so big, I want to go right away. I have not spent too much time in Japan, but many years ago I staged the world premiere of a modern opera that was just composed, and I worked in Tokyo at that time, and it was not completely unfamiliar for me. However, I do not speak Japanese, so I had to rely on very good translators. It's not documenting, it's scripted. Yeah. Scripted and with Japanese actors, and of course there was always a consensus, and my leading character, when he has to apologize, for example at a bullet train, he's hired for taking the blame of it, and he even kneels down for a moment and he says to me, let me hear what the blame is all and how furious it gets, and I will do it at the right moment. Or if I shouldn't do it, I will know. So the Japanese sensitivities were always up to my Japanese actors. Nobody has seen it. We had the world premiere of the film only a day and a half ago. Not a single person in the world, not even the actors, have seen it. So we'll see, but we have to stage something big in Tokyo. But I had reaction from a young man from Japan in the theater when we showed the film, and I asked him, does it sound right? Does it look right? Yes, yes. I thought a Japanese filmmaker must have made it, but Herzog-san, he said, you have made it. It's. And I said, is it all right? Yes, yes, yes. All the sensitivities were somehow observed. The actors are so natural and so good that it almost feels like a documentary. But of course it is not. It is highly, highly stylized, highly organized, highly scripted. Even professional movie watchers, like from the trade paper Variety, believe it's a documentary. Although it's so evident it cannot be a documentary. Yeah, I'm not really a documentarian. Most of my documentaries are feature films in disguise. So they're stylized and scripted and repeated sometimes, and everything you normally do not do in a documentary. I made 2 more films in the last 12 months. One is on Mikhail Gorbachev. Of course, Gorbachev is a documentary very clearly within the strictures of documentary filmmakers. You cannot have wild things, invented things in it like I would do in a film about a Paleolithic cave with paintings 35,000 years back in time, where at the end you have albino, mutant albino, radioactive crocodiles. So it's completely going wild. So the content of these documentaries dictates the kind of style. And making a film on Mikhail Gorbachev, of course you have to respect the man and the situation and the historical context. When you speak about many different characters and subjects, yes, but my curiosity is always based in, I would say, the same impulse, trying to find out about our human condition. And of course there's a common worldview in the films. So the subjects may vary different, but you can instantly recognize that this must be a film by me. I don't know whether artists should retire, and I'm not an artist, I'm a soldier in a way, but let me put it this way, my curiosity is still the same. I'm not a workaholic, although I have made 3 long films in 12 months only, and I have acted in The Mandalorian, and I have done a workshop with young filmmakers in the Peruvian jungle, and on and on. So retiring, I do not know the word, and I always, in a way, have done films that came with great vehemence at me. So if you wake up in the morning at 3 and there's something in the kitchen going on, and you wake up and you step in your kitchen and there are 3 burglars, and one comes wildly swinging at you, you have to deal with that one. So, and it's like that with my movies. Whichever comes with the greatest vehemence, I have to deal with it first.